The aftermath. The battle had left the landscape of Aetheria scarred and smoldering. The once serene environment now bore the marks of the conflict, craters from explosions, fallen trees, and wreckage of the Drakari ships scattered across the terrain. The crew of the Odyssey and Aetherians began the task of recovery. Captain Rodriguez stood on a ridge overlooking the battlefield, her heart heavy with the weight of her losses. She knew that every victory came at a cost, and this one had been no different. The crew had suffered casualties, and the Aetherians had lost many of their own. The air was thick with the scent of smoke and quiet murmurs of their tending to the wounded. Dr. Emily Chen and her medical team worked tirelessly in the makeshift infirmary. The wounded were brought into the stretchers, and the injuries ranging from minor cuts to severe burns and fractures. The Aetherians, with their advanced healing techniques, assisted in the treatment using their knowledge of the local flora to create potent remedies. Lieutenant Sarah Thompson, despite her own injuries, refused to rest. She moved from one patient to another, offering words of encouragement and helping where she could. Her resilience and determination inspired those around her, reminding them that they were not alone in their struggle. Alex Carter led the engineering teams in repairing the damaged defense systems. The entry shields had held up well, but they needed reinforcement. The advanced weaponry, a blend of human and Aetherian technology, required meticulous calibration to ensure it was ready for the next assault. As they worked, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in their accomplishments. They had faced a formidable enemy and emerged victorious, but he knew that the Drakari would return. The repairs were not just about fixing what was broken, they were about preparing for the future. In quiet moments between the chaos, the crew and the Aetherians took time to mourn their fallen comrades. A memorial was erected in the center of the base, a place where they could gather and remember those who had given their lives in battle. Captain Rodriguez led a solemn ceremony, her voice steady as she honored the bravery and the sacrifice of the fallen. Kaelan, the Aetherian leader, stood beside her, her eyes reflecting the sorrow and determination of her people. The loss was a heavy burden, but it was strengthened with resolve. They knew that they had to continue fighting, not just for themselves, but the memory of those had lost. The battle has taken its toll on the crew's morale. Tensions ran high, and the trust was fragile. Captain Rodriguez knew that they needed to come together if they were going to face the challenges ahead. They held regular meetings encouraging open communication and addressing any concerns. Dr. Marcus Lee had been working to redeem himself, played a crucial role in these efforts. His knowledge of the ancient carvings of the celestial lands had been instrumental in their victory, and he used the newfound respect to bridge the gap between the humans and Aetherians. During the recovery efforts, a team of explorers stumbled upon an ancient ruin deep within the forest. The structure was covered in carvings and symbols hinting at a long-forgotten history. Dr. Lee and a group of Aetherian scholars were tasked to deciphering the carvings, hoping to uncover more about the planet's past and the true power of the celestial lands. As they delved deeper into the ruins, they discovered a hidden chamber filled with ancient artifacts and scrolls. The scrolls contained detailed accounts of the Aetherians' history, their struggles, and their triumphs. Among the artifacts was a device that appeared to be a key to unlocking the full potential of the celestial lands. Just as the crew began to feel a sense of hope, their sensors detected a new wave of Drakari ships approaching Aetheria. This time the enemy was better prepared, bringing in advanced technology and new tactics. The crew and the Aetherians braced themselves for the next assault, knowing that the battle ahead would be even more challenging. Captain Rodriguez stood on the helm, her eyes fixed on the approaching fleet. She knew that they had to be ready for anything. The fate of Aetheria hung in the balance, and they would need every ounce of strength and courage to defend their home.